Hello, everybody, and welcome to Prevent-a-Thon 4. My name is Knight, and I will be your host for these next few runs, as you're seeing on the screen. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, as well as Levelhead and Sound Shapes. And we are here for Little Warriors, and we have quite the donation coming in for DKC 2 from such cool brand, a $70 donation, saying best of luck to Madmarc in today's DKC 2 run. And that is about maybe as good a time as any to send it over to Madmarc22, doing an any percent run of Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest, not Diddy Kong's Quest, as I had initially thought when I was a little kid. So, Mark, floor is yours. Best of luck. Have fun.
All right, thank you. Rolling in for this Donkey Kong Country 20%. So, name's Mark, and I'm accompanied by two wonderful commentators. Please introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's up? It is Basement Hero 11924. I got my good buddy A10.
Hey, A10CJ here. I've run this game before myself. Thank you, Madmarc, for having me. Good luck.
I'm glad to have you both on commentary. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be rolling deep. It's gonna be some mysterious monkey business. So I'm just gonna restart my console here. Any percent gonna be something else. You're gonna see a lot of black magic happen.
Any percent goes by pretty quick, so we'll try to keep up.
Very glitchy.
A lot happens in a very short category.
Alright, so I'll give a countdown from 5 and we'll start on those. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Rolling in.
Nice, rolling it.
Smurf!
Alright, so these first two worlds are all developer-intended warps, so we're not going to see a ton of these levels, but that's going to change pretty quick after World 2, so...
But even in these first two worlds, there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
Especially in this next level here, Main Brace Mayhem.
So the developer-intended warps aren't always even fast enough, so we're going to create our own warp here. We're going to grab an invisible item off of this guy. Oh, we're not going to grab an invisible item off of that guy. We're going to pretend none of us ever said any of that. That happens.
There'll be plenty of other opportunities.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll see it again. That is a thing that can occur. You just mess up the clash.
Yeah, it happens. Because you have it's only a 6-frame window to get the clash with Diddy, and with Dixie it's about 11 frames.
Yeah, Dixie, it's free.
Yeah, with Dixie it's super easy.
Yeah, check it off. We'll get another chance real quick here, actually.
I think this next trick is exciting, and Lockjaw's locking here. Luckjaw, we'll call it.
Yeah, we call this one Luckjaw because it's luck if you get it or not. Oh,
Nice.
sick. That is, way harder than it actually looks to do. You have to have pretty good, routing through, your aerial momentum to be able to actually get into there. Even, top runners, people who've had, records in this game, they miss that.
Oh, yeah,
Ones that over, 4 tries or something, I swear.
And no, I will not go for top sale wrong warp. Sorry.
Dang, come on. Dang. There's another wrong warp there, but it's extremely... It's really
very,
hard.
very difficult to unsave that much time.
Only saves
Yeah.
4 seconds optimally.
So, after you get out of World 1, where you warp a lot, you get to fight this guy, Crow, who is random.
Yeah. This game doesn't have a lot of RNG, but it's all pretty much...
It's pretty much all right here.
Yeah.
So, these are the fake eggs. Okay, good. We're lucky.
Got a real one.
Anytime he knocks an egg out in Phase 2, it can either be a real egg like that one, or a fake egg like that one, which is 2.
Alright, 2, I'll take it.
Okay.
2 is fine.
It can go on infinitely. There is no, overhead for fake eggs. The community record's, 21.
19 is the world
19?
record.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, we see the first wrong warp here.
Yeah. So, this time for real. Boop,
Oh.
invisible item, you throw that. and that scrambles the ID of this intended warp barrel here to shoot you out of the level.
Instead of into the warp room.
Yep. If you do that on a 1.0 version of Donkey 2, the game soft locks.
Oh yeah, just straight up crashes. Really.
Yeah, you're stuck in an infinite loop that there's nothing for you to get out. Basically, you have to reset the game.
Yep. That trick right there was called the Big Boy. If you throw your guy and hit an enemy and are holding B as your guy returns to you, you get this like super high jump. And that one's really, really cool because you do it off the hook. That's like one of my favorite tricks in the first part of the game.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's basically a double jump in the air if you time it right and kill an enemy.
So shout outs to 810. This is the one unavoidable jam in the entire game. Well, not on a boss anyway.
Okay. The only level in all jams that's the same.
The same as in any percent. This is probably the longest you have to go to get to one of the warp barrels. Like, you actually have to, like, do a couple of jumps.
Oh yeah, Red Out Ride is Kaizo in every category.
You can, like, just miss the barrel when you go for the throw and die. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, you basically do a leap of faith and you're off screen when you do that team throw to get into the warp barrel.
Alright, this is the shortest level, like, in the entire run. It's, like, 3 inputs to get to the barrel.
And that is the last developer-intended warp.
Yep. Now on to the second boss, Cleaver. This fight does have a small amount of RNG in it, but it's just where the cannonball falls. It can be left, right, or middle. Right? It's kind of good.
I believe it's something like 2 seconds between the best and worst RNG for this fight. Nothing crazy.
But there's also a pretty cool trick coming up right here. This is called Lava Fly. This is gonna not look like a whole lot, but it's actually a little tougher than it looks.
Wow,
Technically, that's a frame perfect window, but you can buffer everything about it. So just tell people it's a frame perfect window. Don't tell them it's actually pretty free. If you don't bait him to stab into you after you do Lava Fly, the hooks never spawn and the fight's unwinnable. So that's actually an important part. And we get flying Diddy for the fans.
For the fans.
Right, damn. Good job.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was a good cleaver.
Alright.
And just like that, we are out of developer-intended warps and onto playing the video game.
Yes, actually got to play the full levels now. And we're already in World 3.
Yep.
And in this level, really soon, we're going to get our first instance of the rhinoceros. Randy. Right about here.
There he is.
Yeah.
This is our first animal buddy. I'm not sure I consider him a buddy of mine. This is Rambi the rhinoceros. You can hold A to get this like supercharge, and you can really just fly across some of these levels. He goes very fast. He also does a lot of other things, and can be very, very frustrating.
The community has a lot of unkind things to say about Rambi.
Yep.
If you're a Rambi fan, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the donations.
Yep. Time for
This
Swamp Fly.
trick right there.
G.
Oh, right, G! We got the G.
Most
So that
important
was
thing.
actually, that was a super jump. It's hard to see it because he went off the top of the stage, off the top of the screen. But if you take damage when your second Kong has what's called the airborne state, you get this like really, really high jump, and we'll be seeing it pretty soon. But not off the top of the screen, so you get to see just how like high it actually goes. But now this. This is Glimmer's Galleon. Flashing lights warning, by the way. It's not too terrible, but it could exist.
Yeah, unfortunately,
definitely
flash
worth
warning indeed. And unfortunately, it's unavoidable because, well, Glimmers is the fish.
Just every time you turn around. But this level is extremely difficult to optimize. Like, water levels in the Donkey games are pretty tough to go quick in. Most of it is because your water physics have a ton of momentum. Ooh.
Nice. I hate that lockjaw so much.
That guy is a demon.
It's one of the lockjaws that I hate the most, and it's more
Like that, yeah,
strong state damage.
he's- very,
Yeah,
very powerful.
yeah.
But that guy too. Don't like him. But
Yeah, that Glimmers was kind of terrible, I'm not gonna lie.
it's alright. We'll shake it off. Basically, it's really hard to like see time save in those water levels, but how well you take your corner. Oh, you can't go swap. You can't go swap. He's trying to do what you normally do there, which is you do a thing called a goal swap to hit the goal without jumping, but he doesn't have another guy. So
I wanted to slide off the barrel, but I just barely missed the barrel.
Alright, now this level, Crockhead Clamber is really quick. I love this level, first of all. This level's
Hey, I
sick.
do too. You're like the only other one that actually says it.
It's just us. But we don't get to see the second half of it. We're gonna wrong warp.
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
Already good. That one looked a little different than the other ones. No invisible object, but the game kind of is in a very fragile state when the cleavers, or when the cutlasses, swords are in the
Yeah,
ground.
it's really strange.
Yeah, they have
Basically,
basic properties for some reason. I
Yeah,
never
for some
understood
reason,
why.
for some reason, there's a trigger on the cutlass pulling his swords up that tricks the game into exiting the stage. It's very strange and just black magic to understand.
What do we
But
do? We're
this,
talking over the rattle battle music.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Great music, but just infamous stage with horrible hitboxes.
Yeah, this level, we like to play a game in the community called Snake or Guy. You post a picture of an interaction about to occur, and everybody has to guess who wins, the snake or the guy. And it's a really hard game. Like, there's some...
Very unpredictable because the hitboxes just cannot be fathomed.
There's some weird voodoo that happens here. Like sometimes I've seen Ratley kill the guy when the guy is above him. Oof, okay, we're good.
Yeah, this stage has some of the most egregious hitboxes I've ever seen in the entire game.
Goal swap there to put your calling in the correct order. And I mentioned we're gonna see a super jump here, so here we go. That swap is actually a little bit tighter than it looks, but yee!
Woo!
Line up half the level. All you gotta do is swap underwater.
Yep.
Just gotta stay at the surface of the water, however.
Alright.
Oh yeah, do it. so
Now-
that I can get you.
We're out of here.
Ooh, nice. You might have thrown a bit early, but you didn't.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Very difficult level casually that we just kind of like erase.
I played Warbless, however, it's great.
Yeah, it's tough too.
Tough,
So
it's
this
kinda
is
fun.
Bramble Blast. I hope this music is everything that you were all waiting for. Ooh. So there's a thing called a quick shot. Every time you shoot a barrel, if you hit the B button within a 3-frame window, you can shoot before the barrel turns a single step, and it's pretty tight, and it's really good to do. It feels great, but sometimes you just don't get it, and you're sad. And then you like shoot back and forth between the same barrel, and people are like, ah, what's wrong with this guy?
Oh, bad.
Line clip! Oh,
I was
that looks
too
so
early.
good.
I was too early.
I thought that.
Alright,
Yeah,
we got the backup at least. If you get hit going for Vine Clip, you have to do the Maze of Shame, and that's just a real tragedy for everyone.
yeah, thank you for not doing the Maze of Shame. That would have been bad.
You say that, I did a practice run, or a no reset run earlier for practice, and I had made the shame, unfortunately.
I'm so sorry to hear this. So now this guy. This guy is pretty underwhelming.
Oh yeah, it's the most boring boss in the game. Doesn't even
It's-
give you coins.
Yeah, you pretty much just wait for him to drop a barrel on you and then wait for him to become hittable. There's really nothing you can do except for a minor thing called quick hits, which Mark is not going for.
I'm not gonna risk it. I haven't
Yeah,
practiced it though.
you get hit doing it and it loses more time than it saves, so I
Exactly.
definitely respect that.
Would be a good time to have a donation or two for the rest of the boss fight.
Yeah, if you got one for us, hit us up.
All right, we have a $20 donation from A10CJ.
Yo.
Heck, rhinoceros.
Agreed.
I wonder who that could be. I wonder if maybe A10CJ has a certain opinion on a certain rhinoceros who may already be doing commentary on this run. Let's.
Yeah, you know, it's hardly a minority opinion around the community. I'm just making sure it's heard.
Well,
So
I'm of the
true,
opinion
so true.
that I love the rhinoceros.
Well, you know, that's fine.
And while we are
All right, we're out.
And just really quick, we do have our next incentive. We are $25 very close to reaching our next incentive, which is the Let It Roll incentive for Amplitude, where the set list is randomized by the game. If you know me, I love me some randomizers. So all you got to do is hit !donate. It'll take you in the chat. It'll take you into the page where you can donate. Go to the bottom where it says add incentives after you leave your incentives, and there it will show the Amplitude incentive for you to try and see if maybe we can get to that Amplitude that Let It Roll incentive.
Okay, we're already halfway through Hornet Hole here, and
Oh, we good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. That was a little spooky there for a second there. That was a trick called Scrolly Scroll, which is very cool. You get on the hook at the same time you get on Squitter, and the camera gets very confused. And just, you saw what happened. It just starts scrolling really rapidly to the right, and your guy can't exist on the left, off of the screen to the left, so it just kind of takes you with it.
the only way out of that is to take damage. But you got caught on the honey there for a second.
Yeah, that scared me a little bit because, well, the downside of Scroll, you can actually get something to the wall and you're able to get up there.
Yeah.
Essentially stop blocks, so you gotta be careful with that.
You get in the wall, it's a
That would have
wrap.
been run over, yes.
Luckily, we got a save. Anyway, you like auto scrollers? We got another one for you. So
The music is good.
yeah, the music is good. That's about all we got to say.
Yeah, there's not much you can do here in the target terror. The only thing you can do is like a couple of glitter skips, but that's basically it. And also,
throw it,
jumping
throw it
down.
right back over.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You got anything else to tell us about the donations? Throw it right back over to you for this one.
Well, we do want to kind of remind everyone why we are here, and that is Little Warriors. Little Warriors is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf and with child sexual abuse survivors. For more information, visit littlewarriors.ca or type !info in chat.
Right.
All right. We got a swag balloon reminder from Caveman. Thank you. as
Please say no to swag.
Absolutely no.
That's what we gotta.
Say no to swag.
Say no to swag.
Yeah, that's fine. For any percent.
No. Every category. Every category. Every category.
Might be a disagreement there. But that's fine. That's fine. We're already
All right.
childhood level.
Yep. So this is the beginning of setting up probably the most technically impressive long warp in the run. A lot is happening here. So we got a corner clash off of the top right corner of that, and we're gonna.
Oh
no!
I don't understand how I think it was the
Yeah,
initial climb that
It's probably something on the hook. It's always the hook. So this trick has a lot going on. You have to keep your IDs correct, which is really hard to keep track of. It can be like really
I'll do it back up here
mysterious
instead.
why this doesn't fail sometimes.
I'll do it back up instead, that will guarantee it. There we go.
Oh, sick!
Very nice.
I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah,
Wait.
you just make the hook from the crook just go in and out just before when you
That's
have
so.
the invis. That's it.
That's so smart, actually.
This actually
Wait.
fixes the ID to basically ensure that the wrong work will work.
Yeah, most of the time when that trick fails, it's because the first hook on like the climb up the rope, how he throws his hook can mess up your IDs. So like that's actually a really smart like stabilizer there. I'm a big fan of that.
Or if you're too slow with the clash, the beetle clash as well.
Yeah. So this auto scroller is actually going to go very, very fast. At the start, if you hold left, there's this invisible boost barrel that just rockets you forward. Because you're going very, very fast, it is very, very scary, actually. You can die. Number 2 guy is a menace. He has claimed many lives.
And number 2 guy's the hardest one.
Yeah, thankfully we're safe, so none of that is going to happen. This level is already almost over, so pretty mercifully short for an auto-scroller.
Unlike the next one.
Well, that one's going to be pretty short, too.
Yeah, but it's rather notorious. It's a pretty hard stage, though.
That one's going to be short for us.
The Model Marsh, it's a pretty hard stage, but it's a pretty complete stage. You got everything. Rolling, jumping, roll under the swan. And 8%, you finish it off with a wrong mark.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite levels. It's very, very difficult, but you get to show off like just how in-depth the like basic movement of this game is. Like we haven't really talked about rolling is like obviously faster than basically anything you can do. Rolling through guys is even faster. You can jump out of a roll once, even if you're in the air. And you're gonna do like all of that here. You want to roll through as many enemies as possible to just extend your speed. He did a moonwalk.
Straightforward level. It's very just horizontal, but you gotta show off. You show off like every single movement trick you have.
Yep. Like, but the moonwalk right there is one of my favorite parts. You scroll the camera
You good?
to move the
Alright,
position.
nice.
Okay. Nice wrong warp there. Invisible object, multiple beetle clashes. Looked like a bunch of voodoo, but it worked out.
Yeah, the arms race of wrong warps in this game is pretty interesting to watch. Alright, are we going for the big boy?
Not
Nice.
Maya Boy, though. Just standard one.
Unfortunate.
Still good.
Yep. There are a few ways you can get the height to get up there. You can do a damage boost, super jump, or you can do the big boy there. The big boy is cooler because it's harder, so...
I'm looking away.
No,
Understandable.
he's back.
You become the rhinoceros.
So,
No, absolutely not.
no way.
Nah.
It seems like a couple of frames, I don't know.
It's a second.
That's a whole second.
But at least the rhino section is short here. There's, he's charging the whole way.
So there's like a cool optimization there. You notice he like just starts falling really, really quickly. That's basically doing a failed Ramby double jump, which was a trick you see in 102 on purpose. You just like lose your upward momentum immediately. And now this guy, do not sleep on the king.
Oh, hopefully not.
Big thing. This fight behaves differently depending on what version of the game you're on. On 1.0, he goes way slower. 1.2 or 1.1, which if you're playing on your any percentage, because you can't be long on 1.0. It's very, very fast. And this fight is...
No disciple.
This fight is perilous. Like, it's pretty scripted, but it's very, very easy.
Alright, pretty good. I did not sleep on the king.
Very nice.
Worth mentioning though, I usually you want to finish bosses with Dixie in front because their fanfare is actually shorter than Diddy's. 3 seconds shorter than the Diddy's fanfare.
It's a ton shorter. Alright, this is my favorite level in like all of the
Blob roll.
Nice.
You actually use your iframes to just simply be able to roll to the blob roll. It's pretty cool. Yep, that's the red guy.
That red guy is a menace. Like, it's so hard to watch. Yeah, I love this level because pretty much you just hold right. Like,
A lot of deep rolls. Yes.
yeah, you roll and you right. It's just super satisfying. Basically.
One of the best levels to practice and to do IO practice on, in my opinion.
Ooh, that happens if you don't wait long enough, if I remember correctly.
Small despawn here instead. What I went for back row.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. I don't think you can do front ropes and back ropes with CC.
I don't think so, yeah. You gotta wait it out, or you just do the despawn here, that I just did.
No, you got back row.
So, really. Anyway, box library. That's definitely makes it
Yep.
Now, this might look like an auto scroller. It's competitive, but it's not fully. You can change the speed that your marker goes at by changing when you jump up and down the ropes. And you can actually save or gain a non-trivial amount of time by optimizing your jumps on this auto scroller. It's a deceptively technical level. There's a Lewis script that we made to like examine all of the best places to jump and not jump. They take this level very, very seriously.
Yeah, I don't get a hold of that actually.
It's so crazy, actually.
So yeah, he's every single jump that he's doing, even if it may look like not saving any time, they're all very deliberate.
Yeah, it's been very meticulously routed, and it's like kind of insane. It's kind of like wild, you know?
UB.
Okay. Apparently there's audio.
Yeah, UBs, by the way. I hate that guy. So the B's there are actually different depending on if you're playing on a U or a J cartridge in this game. There's two B's on U, or there's just one really, really big one. And people argue back and forth over which one is more impossible to jump over.
I think they're both pretty big.
They're so hard. Like, UBs is impossible. Anyway, we're out of 2-box library. Didn't sample a mixtape, so we're pretty good for now.
I do want to kind of step in really quick. We are currently dealing with audio issues, so if possible, we are going to. I have to take a quick intervention. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Prevent-a-Thon 4. Thank you so much for sticking with us during this little brief intermission midway through this wonderful DKC to Diddy's Conquest run by Madmarc 22. And also a big shout out to the tech team and to everyone working behind the scenes and making sure this marathon stays as awesome as it's been so far. And speaking of awesome, we got the rest of this Donkey Kong 2 Diddy's Conquest run with Madmarc 22. Mark, take it away.
All right, we're gonna be restarting in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right.
Thank you everyone behind the scenes.
Unfortunate technical issues, but stuff happens. We are back. We are in 5-3, Gusty. The wind is a gimmick. Oh, that
I didn't think halfway. I got greedy.
you didn't get the
Well, I got greedy.
We've been there. That's all right. Start the stage from the top. It's all good. So the wind kind of like pushes and pulls against you. It's pretty static when it decides to do that. So when you're practiced with the level, you'll always know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but,
the wind is nothing to be concerned about after a while. Once you
Yeah,
know
you
what you're
get used to it. It ain't no thing.
doing. The wind in Windy Well is more consequential.
Wind and Windy Well has a mind of its own.
So, oh, nice. Nice, is there a name for that trick? That, rolling past the DK barrel?
The rolly roll, that we call it.
Rolly roll?
Yep.
I like it.
So he didn't just fall all the way down there and like scare you for no reason. He set up the airborne state, which lets you do this goal swap right here,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the only way to like quickly hit that goal without getting a fanfare.
All right, this is a favorite level for a lot of people.
Best level to
Yeah,
show
so you're
off in the
supposed to-
game.
Supposed to ride our boy Quox, the purple parrot here, but
Nope.
none of that.
Yeah,
You
not
just-
very fun.
You just memorize the entire layout and fall down really, really fast.
Midpoint barracks. Annoying.
Shout out to Midpoint Parrot. So this looks extremely terrifying, but it's pretty much just like blunt memorization. So as long as you just
Yeah,
remember
just
where all the
falling
guys
down
are.
and
Okay,
winning.
point ahead,
1, 2,
perfect.
3. That was a bit close, maybe, but we're good. That was good.
Close.
That's a cool party trick to bust out for anybody who's just like, hey, you want to see something cool? They'll think you're like really, really good at the video game.
Nice. For all those speedrunning parties.
So now this stage, Web Woods. This is potentially the most perilous stage in the speedrun.
It kills a lot of runs, yeah.
There are things that I think are like more technically difficult, but you do all of Web Woods pretty much over a pit. So any mistakes in this level, it's a wrap.
I mean,
It's very, very difficult to recover from anything going wrong, so it's always stressful. It's a very tense level. We're playing as Squitter. Yep. Okay,
Oh. Wow.
that was good. That was the best thing that could have happened there. So Squitter can shoot webs that you can make as platforms. If you push L and R at the same time while you're on the way up, you make what's called an instant web like that. And on top of that, there's also, if you take damage, you can get a second jump with him, kind of, in a little like awkward way. It's a little tricky to explain, you just kind of gotta get a feel for it. Since you can only make instant webs on the way up, and you hit the top of the screen eventually, you have to go down at some point, so you always take damage boost to do it, and then do those like double jumps.
I made a steep web there at the end because there's a leap of faith you can do, but I decided to not take the risk for it. Just played it safe.
You got through that pretty quick. That was
Yeah, that was, especially considering that like really weird hit after midway.
Yeah, I was able to recover.
That was a
from it.
really good save. I'm not even gonna lie. So this guy is back, and he's RNG again, which is just very on brand of him.
yeah, the second biggest source of RNG in the game.
where the barrel decides to spawn on every phase is random. It can be left, right, or mid. Pretty much always rather it be close to him, but you know. He doesn't ever choose that. Like, he's actually being very polite today. Like, we got 2 fakes, we got right mid.
Yeah, none might.
Okay,
Flying, but we're fine.
it's all fine.
I think this is definitely one of the harder bosses to optimize. You gotta be ready for
Right,
everything.
mid, right is not bad.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good RNG.
Oh yeah, definitely will take it. Now you got
So
the
now,
pretty good.
sailing into basically the last world. There's technically 7, but World 7's 1 level. Now things are gonna start getting really
Really fishy.
impressive. Alright, we are the fish. There is a trick you can do in this level that skips the fish, but we are the fish.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
playing
On the
fish is
wall.
harder than skipping
That's fine.
fish myself. But yeah, this stage is not my favorite.
The DKC2 fish is
Terrible.
not his best outing. The hitboxes on the fish are some of the most mysterious things throughout the series. Because, like, they change it every game. In 3, he's a god. And DKC 3 on guard can just demolish everything on the screen. But, like, in this game,
Get the drop down. It's fine.
In this game, you can run right into an enemy with your pointy sword nose and still take damage.
yeah, that you lose the argument.
Oh, nice. I like that trick at the end where you fall to the ground and swim to the goal.
But it's time for
Yeah, the
this,
little, like,
though.
underwater goal swap.
Oh, you actually doing the Diddy?
I love that trick, man. It's so good.
Oh, this is old magic. You don't see that anymore because most people do the
Zip, yeah.
zips. Your Kong order is different.
Still alive in 102.
Yeah.
You got the fastball not getting actually getting the hook properly.
Well, it's hard to make that jump fastball, but you do. So.
Yeah, this is old, the old ways right here being shown. Big fan. So, Windy Well, the wind is very strange. It is like programmed to certain parts of the screen. Shouts this damage boost here. Skips a pretty chunky part of the stage.
Yeah, 4 seconds, I think.
Yep, 4 seconds exactly. Also, works on every version of 1.1, but if you're playing on 1.0, it's the Japanese works on the Japanese version. Do not.
Yeah, it doesn't work on you.
On U1.0, the camera does not even scroll up for that, so you're kind of
Yeah,
soft
it's-
lock.
You can soft lock. The cutlass can break you free. I know no B skip. That's fine.
Yeah, that wasn't positioned properly, but that's fine.
Yep. So it's a fairly precise roll. So if you're not lined up, it's probably not worth it.
Better at that because you need 2 columns starting the next level.
Yes, you
Anyways.
need to have 2 Kongs for this. Alright, so this would be possibly the most infamous level in the game.
The most
Castle
broken.
Rush is extremely long and it's an auto-scroller, but we're not having that. There have been there's like an arms race of skips getting around this level, getting out of here quicker. And this is the fastest one.
That should be good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright, we're out of here. It's
30 seconds. Yeah, turning a 5-minute level into a 30-second level.
a lot happens there, but you throw the cutlass to move his position. You get in the Ramby barrel, and like I said earlier, when cutlass pulls his swords up, there's like a failsafe trigger for some reason if you get out of like a barrel at the same time. So getting out of the Ramby barrel. Also, it's very important that you destroy Ramby there, otherwise the trick does not work for actuals. It's a whole lot going on. It's a really like genius just confluence of things that somebody came up with to make that work.
Definitely the most consequential wrong in the game. But we're already at the end of Clappers, the throw your girlfriend trick.
Yeah.
It's called.
Simply to maximize the amount of time you have with the digitally barrel to roll all the enemies at the end.
Yeah, it's so satisfying to get a roll through the bees.
Slightly messed up the
That's a
jump
good
at the end, but that's fine.
Now I gotta turn like a 2.5-minute level into a 30-second level with this
So,
the last one of the game.
trivia fact, if you try to roll jump at the start of that level without doing the little, like, go back and get a full roll, you will die. You cannot make it without that extra little bit of speed. Happens to everybody.
Invisible object.
Alright. Very nice.
Throw the bonus cannon
Yep.
and go in the bonus cannon. Love it.
Now, this level is
I think
the
it's
Animal
hard.
Buddy Movement Showcase. This is this section with the snake in particular is extremely technically demanding. The snake has a lot of special jumps. You see Mark doing these double jumps? Those are actually multiple inputs to do every single one of them with a pretty narrow frame window.
3 frames.
Yep, 3 frames for true double jump. There's a short hop double jump, which is a little easier, but they all have different trajectories, so you need all of them. That segment has a very, very high skill ceiling, and that was pretty decent. Yeah, you got a little hung up on one jump, but
No, that was good, yeah. I really do think this is the hardest level in 80%.
yeah, it's in terms of just like raw tech skill, this level is definitely the most inputs per second by far.
I think so. And don't sleep on the bird section. The snake section is the most technical, but don't sleep on the bird section.
Yeah, you get out of the snake and then you relax and then you just like fly into that guy and you're like,
This is why ideally I have 2 columns there. I hate doing that section with 1 column. Up in 3.
and then spider is 3 jumps. Womp womp.
Much easier than Webwoods.
Kinda underwhelming for Squitter. Alright, not to brag, I have the IL world record for this stage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's a tie, but I have it. Alright,
Well.
so anyway,
We thought we rescued Donkey, but
debated.
Yeah. Fun fact, I was really close to beat my goal with that World 6. Because I have my actual
That's-
timer on the
yeah,
side.
You did good. You did good.
that was a good World 6.
Alright, now
No natural route, unfortunately.
no natural route, unnatural route? Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate because now you can't play this section the way that you want to. So Screech's Sprint here is another very difficult level. Like you'd figure because this is the last normal level in the game, but nice. There will be no race.
We don't have the cool music, but we have the beautiful music.
Yep. So this section is all about flying your parrot, and the parrot can go very, very quick. But you're also taking him through a lot of very narrow points. Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, some of these brambles have deceptive hitboxes too.
Yeah, there's one in particular, the guy towards the end of the level.
So that vertical
That guy
shot
is a
is
legend.
pretty egregious.
Yeah, he's right here. He's right there. That bramble right there on like the corner is about 5 times bigger than he looks.
Alright, we're through. I almost died live.
Got it.
Okay.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, that was pretty frightening, but we survived. Now, just like that, 40 minutes in, plus some technical difficulty time, we're at the end of the game.
Oh man, you could maybe eke out a 40 here.
Nah,
Wait, no.
not on 40 base.
41.
More like gonna be
41.
42. 45, 41, or low 42.
Pretty good for a marathon, all things considered.
Next slide, recover.
40.
Alright, we're good.
Ah,
Nice recovery.
So this fight is a cutscene, more or less.
I mean,
It's kind of an auto-scroller.
it's definitely chokeable. No,
It can happen.
but yeah, there's the last bit of RNG in the game right there. Which of those cannonballs turns real?
Left or right. It's pretty inconsequential, but it's annoying playing the game, having to like react to it. everything in this fight is scripted. Everything always goes the same way, except for that one little cannonball, and that barely matters.
So keep in mind that the time will be when the trim point touches the ground after the final hit.
Yep. We are almost there.
Well,
I hope everybody has had fun. Audio difficulties notwithstanding. This is a very fast game. And
the action never stops.
if you looked at any of this and you're like, well, that's kind of cool, you can go to dkcspeedruns.com and get a link to the Discord. People there are very nice. It's a very welcoming community, and you can learn how to speedrun this game too. I believe in you.
Yeah, pretty active too. There's always someone doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Don't forget, post data phase.
Yeah, post data phase. Early. That's the only speed tech in this fight, is those dustless throws. You want to throw as quickly as you can into the cannon, but if you get too greedy, that can happen.
Yeah, I got really greedy.
You guys wait for the fans? There he is, Blue Diddy.
Yeah, so bit of tech there. You can get hit on the very left or right edge of the screen there.
Nothing happens.
And then K-roll won't hit you. Otherwise, if you get hit by those gases, K-roll does delay his attacks and you lose time. So
If you team throw into it, you can just be blue forever. And that's fantastic.
You can't do it for every set for coach folks.
Yeah, you can be purple Diddy is like truly forbidden.
Have you ever wondered how to dodge those purple gas clouds? Just stand in one spot and jump straight up a couple times.
It was easier than you ever imagined. You just were overthinking everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you just hold right, left, and Y here, you cannot take damage.
While you are at Diddy, if you are at DKC, you have to keep rolling to make sure to not take a hit.
Unless you are void that one time and nobody understands what happens.
And
Time and bracket here. Coming up.
and
right.
Time.
Very good.
4208. Not bad, all things considered. That's despite issues, with the technical issues and everything. Not bad.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. This was a good run.
Yeah, good run. Good run.
GG.
Thanks for having us, Prevent-a-Thon.
Yeah, no, for real. Thank you. Thank you, Madmarc. Thank you, Prevent-a-Thon. You put on a good show. Thanks for stepping in so quickly with those issues as well.
Thanks to everybody watching, anybody donating. Don't believe the Rambo Illuminati. He has misled us. And, yeah.
And speaking of these donations, we do want to very quickly, first of all, GG's, Madmarc, you did a terrific run, and
Thank you.
also terrific work from our excellent commentators. We are $25 away from hitting that let it roll incentive for Amplitude. We don't have a ton of time left, but only $25 and we get to that incentive threshold. Remember, it's Little Warriors, it's a Canada-based charity, so all donations are in Canadian dollars. $25 Canadian is just $18 USD. So not much to get to that next incentive. So thank you so much, Madmarc, for giving us such a wonderful run. I love Diddy's Conquest, and it's always a treat to watch speedruns of this game. And with that, we will go into a short break, and when we come back, we've got some more excellent runs coming in. And stick around, because we got Level Head very, very shortly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Prevent-a-Thon 4. We are going to be taking a quick break, but don't go anywhere because coming up, we got Level Head with an all training stages any percent run by Illegally Sam. So it's going to be a good one, folks. So don't worry, we're going to be back in just a little bit after we take a short break.